You're listening to KYST 89.3, The Bowl. The Bowl. And now time for South Tucson Youth Football. Simulcast on AM 1400, The Growler. And on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22.
Oh, man.
Good evening, it is South Tucson Youth Football, and you are looking live at Municipal Field number 176. It is the Corso Cup, it is semi-final action. This is the first of two games tonight. Semi-finals, summer vacation dwindling to an end. These kids are playing for the right to play on Monday afternoon and completely ruin all of their summer vacation because school pretty much starting up right at the end of this season. I'm Brian. I'm joined by Will.
Hey.
How's it going, Will? Have you ever had an entire summer vacation taken away from you? Because these kids sure have.
No, but I've taken summer vacations away from kids before.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like metaphorically or.
Can you take it metaphorically?
I don't know. Like that's just that. I mean, at that point, you might as well just say take their innocence, and that also has really bad connotations. But I feel like there's such a terrible connotation on saying taking their innocence that you might just want to say taking their summer vacation when you still mean taking their innocence. So what we're watching right now.
No, this was purely about work, not about sexual exploitation.
Okay, good to know, and let's pretend I never said it.
This is all about child labor.
It is about child labor, and not the sexy kind. What you are watching right now is the first of two semifinals in the Corso Cup. These teams have made it so far after we started this, I think back in July. Let me pull up the wiki page so I actually know some things about this. So I know a thing or two about a thing or two. What you're watching is Mitch's Toys and Guns, the 11 seed out of the East South Tucson Regional, taking on another 11 seed out of the Midwest South Tucson Regional, Ballet Bob's School of Dance. Mitch's Toys and Guns in the green on offense, moving down the field. They are down to the 41-yard line already. Chattanooga Mudslide, the star running back, a good linchpin on that offense. So is nobody in particular with his first catch for the first, we're just short of the first down on that one. Our second game, of course, will be the 7 seed Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm out of the South Tucson Regional, taking on the 13 seed World of Shrapnel out of the West South Tucson Regional. So a lot of high seeds making their way through this tournament. Really has been anyone's game. A lot of speculation that some of the better teams are throwing these games so they don't have to keep playing right into the regular season as it starts up in just about a month's time, and just to enjoy some summer vacation, really.
Mitch's Toys and Guns, they run a unique offense. Instead of the run and gun, they run the gun and gun.
The gun and gun. And they just went for it on fourth and got it. Went the direct snap. Rod Burks getting 3 yards. And continuing this offensive drive to start the game.
There's a lot of yards after contact on that one. This contact started about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and they still got the first down.
They just basically, it's nothing but contact. There's just so much contact all over the dang place. Oh, bless.
I'm just realizing that Ballet Bob's is like a joke within a joke.
Any reason why you say that?
Because it's based on a joke that our friend Kyle likes to do. And it's a pun based off that joke.
What's the joke? Because I don't know. I don't know any of this.
This is a coincidence.
This might be a coincidence because this is a team that I came up with back in the days of South Tucson Little League World Series, going a little inside the bit here.
Well, Kyle is a big fan of the little YouTube video about bullet ball.
No, it has nothing to do. This has nothing to do with bullet ball.
There's nothing to do with bullet ball.
This is a complete coincidence.
Kyle adapted it to talk whenever mention of the Armstrong family and wrestling was brought up. He would say, bullet bob, that's a bullet bob.
Yes, bullet ball Armstrong.
So I figured ballet bobs was a joke.
Absolutely not, no.
A joke on a joke on an inside reference.
No, I just kind of pictured some silly concepts. They were one of the earlier names I came up with from South Tucson businesses, and like that was, I just pictured like some out of shape 40-year-old dude in a tracksuit teaching kids how to dance. 4th and 20 for Mitch's. They were doing so well, and I've completely lost the plot on this first down.
I am going to link bullet ball.
Go for it though. Airing it out. Caught in the end zone. Nobody in particular with the touchdown.
Who?
Nobody in particular. Mitch's Toys and Guns end up converting on 4th and 20 and get the opening touchdown of this game on the opening drive of the game. And get... What was that?
I had to log in. I had to log in just to post the bullet bob link.
The bullet ball. Okay, the bullet ball. Yeah, people need to know about that. So it was like on like Shark Tank or something.
Yes, and it's one of the most like depressing, hilarious things.
It really is.
But it all turns out very well. I think what ends up happening is the guy that creates bullet ball eventually, and this is after, like, you should probably see the video first, but it does end up well for the guy because I think he eventually struck a deal to have a lot of like retirement homes and like disabled communities pick up bullet ball and as like an activity for
out
the
of pity. Out of pity, I assume.
Maybe, who knows? Probably, but his story. It's a very depressing video, so you do kind of want that closure afterwards. And there is closure. There is closure with the guy that creates bullet ball. It does. There is a light in the tunnel.
I don't want to know that. I don't want happy endings. I want these people to suffer.
I was gonna make a hand job joke there.
That's fine.
That is fine. The fine was on the return. What offense is Mitch's Toys and Guns?
I'm actually pulling it up right now.
I'm guessing it's got to be like Georgia Tech or Navy or something.
No. Someone else has Navy. Let me find out. Mitch's Toys and Guns have the University of Washington.
Oh.
Ballet Bobs have DU. And Mitch is looking pretty good. 3rd and 13, though. They got a couple yards back. But they're on the offense again.
Do you ever see somebody giving you like the U and just want to kick like a paper football through them? The U. 3 points.
I mean, I haven't before, but you know, yeah.
That's all you're gonna think about now. The U. Well, not a lot of the U interaction anymore. Now the Big East has pretty much become a basketball-only conference, and they moved out of it 13 years ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, the whole DU stuff. I don't know. They still say "do you," right?
Yeah, they definitely say
Do they still throw up the?
Yeah, it's exactly what you think.
Do they take their thumbs and make penises kiss? You got nothing for that, right?
I guess if you like, I think I see what you're saying now. Although I just imagine that being one gigantic H.
I mean, yeah, it is
really narrowing.
It is kind of an H.
That's what I see.
It's really field goals. And like, I never understood Miami's logo in the first place. Like, don't tell me that's supposed to be a U. Don't tell me that. Just stop with that right there. Like, I get that you look at that and say, oh, okay, it looks like a U, so maybe we're the U. Like, the U as in short for the University of Miami, and it's convenient.
With all the time embezzling money and making mob connections, they didn't have time to design a logo, Brian.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Number 14, the intended receiver on the play.
They are one of our more corrupt, like athletic programs. Nobody gives Miami enough credit for being just absolutely scummy.
Are they good anymore?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think they might be. I don't know. I have a kind of a really high expectation of what good is nowadays. It used to be I didn't. I was like, I used to know exactly what good was. Clemson used to be right on the threshold of good every year. And they never became great.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
I was like, oh man, they're great right now. Let's let them lose to Maryland so we know that they're just good.
Yeah, just a reminder of that.
Oh wait,
no.
You got a nice 8-2 season going here. Let's lose to Duke. Just to remind everybody who's good.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, they're like, look at this. They're like 5-1. They might be a good team. And then it's like, oh, okay. Well, here's their first ranked challenge, and they get stuffed.
That was the later days. The earlier days when they beat ranked teams and then lose to unranked ones. That's arguably more depressing.
Oh, is that more lately?
No, lately it's been like, they just lose to like 2 teams every year, and they're usually the 2 best teams that they play. You know, like a normal, very good team.
Gotcha. Kansas Jayhawks football. I remember that like 2-year span where they were good.
They had their really fat head coach.
They did. He looked like when they went to the Orange Bowl and they had him stand next to the orange mascot and they looked like the same fucking person. It was just delightful. I have missed college football, I'm not going to lie.
That's his name.
Mangino, right?
Yes, and he's just a mass of a human being.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you'd have to spell that name with a capital O.
They put him next to the orange mascot, and the orange mascot was less wide than him.
Yeah, it was the best. That team was inexplicably good. I don't understand how that... I never understand how that happens in college football, how, like, for literally 1 year, you're amazing, and then you shit the bed, and it's not like you had a freshman...
Kansas has won an Orange Bowl.
Yeah, they have.
Wasn't that long ago?
Recently, and not like one of those weird, like, 1925 references.
Where you count somebody like the University of Swarthmore, and they're like, well, actually, back in 1904, we won a national championship. We went 2-1-1. We beat the University of Sewanee in the Rose Bowl.
Pretty much. Good lord.
Not one of those national championships. Not one of those national championships are big like bowl game wins. They won one like 2008.
Yeah, it's not like they just beat Dartmouth.
Yes, era. So yeah, now Mark Mangino might be the only human being I've ever seen that has a circumference. That's impressive.
He has orbit. He's got orbit.
Although I think he has lost some weight since then. Not a lot. I think he's lost some weight.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm watching like
when he did actually lose some weight, he looks like fat mean Gene Okerlund.
That makes it
because of Oklahoma murdering Mizzou in the Big 12 championship. I want you to like process that. That Kansas went to the Orange Bowl because Missouri slipped up. That's fucking mental.
Missouri. Yeah,
In the goddamn Big 12. You have teams from
had its full complement of
in
teams.
a conference that is basically teams from Texas and Oklahoma, the two that aren't. Sorry, I was distracted by like a gif of I guess Xavier Woods at Dragon Con posing with a bunch of like people in WWE cosplay. And there's a dude, I'm trying to figure out what the hell he is in the background. He may not actually be a wrestleman.
I'm trying to remember if like that year Oklahoma actually does end up winning the Big 12 title. But in all the like Oklahoma and Texas teams are in the Southern Division anyway. So ultimately it was they had two amazing years, but it was ultimately pointless. Missouri and Kansas had the two best years of program history, and one lost to the other, and the winner got trounced by Oklahoma. It's just the most fruitless thing ever.
Christ.
Just so depressing. I'm trying to see because of how the conference is structured. The last team to win out of the North was in like 2003.
The North remembers.
Yeah, Kansas State beat Oklahoma in the 2003 Big 12 championship.
Kansas State. They were a thing once. I don't miss that. I'm glad the Big 12 doesn't suck again.
Yeah, the last time anybody from the North beat anybody with regularity, it was either Colorado or Nebraska.
Oh yeah.
And both those teams are gone.
I mean, the only sport I acknowledge out of that last school is Nebraska ball.
And now, I forget this every year, but until like the last 2 weeks of the year when it matters,
that they're in the Big 10.
There's no Big 10, Big 12 championship anymore. First of all, they are the Big 10, I think now.
The Bawunga, yeah.
But they're called the Big 12.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Like there's 10 teams in the Big
dumb.
12, and there's like 12 teams in the Big 10, and it's just confusing.
And you just can't change the name, and that's the problem when you give it those numbers. And it's like,
imagine trying to explain it to somebody who's never seen college football before. They'd be baffled.
Well, I saw like an old someone was like I saw like an old logo for like the Pac-8 or something like that. I was like, fucking hell. Those are the days. They are gonna have a Big 12 title game this year, don't they have 12 teams again? Or did they just get the okay to have one with 10?
Let's see, they have.
I think they just got the okay to have one with 10.
I think they have. They have 12. They have 11 teams now that TCU got.
TCU was number 11. Fuck. What the hell?
No, they have 10 teams. They only have 10 teams.
3rd and 1, throwing it out of the end zone. And oh no, Brody Crowder, the quarterback. Gonna be sitting out for a little bit. Devin Moyer with a loss of 2, 4th and 3, Ballet Bobs. That tackle made by Husky Alabaman. Like the rare moment where we actually start talking about the game. And it's Husky Alabaman.
With a banjo on my knee.
Well, let's be frank, Husky Alabaman is a glorious name.
I'm a Husky Alabaman. Yeah, with a banjo on my knee. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, West Virginia. The fun thing about West Virginia moving to the Big 12 was it was like so. There was one of those things where it's like before they officially announced it, like pictures of their basketball court with the Big 12 logo on it leaked out, and it's like, oh, fucking well done, guys.
You did it!
You dumbasses. Oh god, just in time for a live read. South Tucson football and the Corso Cup is brought to you by Nissan. The 2017 Laugh Finders are still plenty stocked. Go buy one. We're stuck with them. They comfortably fit 8, but they uncomfortably fit in our goddamn lot when the 2018 models come in. Also, of course, we would not be here without the wonderful... What the fuck? Why is that doing the thing? I don't know why it's doing that, but that's weird. Oh, is it maybe because of this? Oh, I think it's because of this. There it is. Let's go ahead and do that again. We also like to thank... You know, fuck it. We're going to the second half with our live read. I don't give a shit. Barber Schlop's Barbershop. It's a funny name. Okay, there you go, and we're done.
Yay! What a game!
I was like, and here's the second half.
Oh, can we discuss the fact that the Big Ten would technically deserve to be called the Big 12?
Yes, we were just talking about that right before you came on.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss that.
The Big Ten with 12 teams and the Big 12 with 10 teams. Yes. You know, actually, the funny thing about oh, everyone take a drink, by the way. It's a face mask.
Well, the Big 12, Big 10, I looked it up. They don't have 12 teams. I wish they did. They had 14 teams.
Yes, they have 14 teams. I am well aware of that, my
Big
friend.
10, yeah.
They should just, to be honest, they should just change their name to the Big 14.
And give the Big 12 2 teams or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Well, if they both had 12 teams, it'd be so massively confusing.
How about the Big Midwest?
As a man from the Midwest, I can attest the Midwest is pretty big.
Or the Husky Conference. Just call them the Husky Conference.
Makes the reception.
No, because then people would think they were biased towards Nebraska.
First and 10.
Oh, the Huskers. Yeah, see, I hear Husky Conference. I immediately think of a team that's the Huskies, like UConn, who are not in the conference.
I mean, honestly, I think you should just rename the conference Big Ten football, because that's the only thing I ever hear about the Big Ten is how they play football. They're playing some good old Big Ten football. It's a big old in the Big Ten football. They're playing some Big Ten football basketball. Low scoring, high physicality, Big Ten football basketball.
And ties, you bet it.
Open wide for the football basketball!
Ballet Bombs take the lead with a touchdown. Brody Crowder coming off that injury earlier in the game, running it in. 9-7. Here comes the extra point, and it's a 3-point game for Ballet Bobs. The highlight of last season was KU beating Texas for the first time since like the early 1900s. I actually don't know. Was Texas any good last year? Because like they've been dog shit for a long time, and I don't even know anymore.
Texas is not good.
Texas?
They might be. It's Texas, so like
With a
they'll
dollar
always
sign?
get Texas, especially Texas football.
Yeah, with a couple dollar signs, absolutely.
I'm gonna look at the preseason top 25. Texas is one of those schools where it's like they've been bad actually for a good couple of years now, and like they might be one of those they might be on like a Miami tailspin, but they're also still the University of Texas football, so they're always gonna bring in athletes, and they're always gonna get a lot of revenue from boosters. You can't count them out just because of the sheer nature of their program. You could think that you could think they're in a slide, but then they can just realize, oh wait a second, we're Texas and we have a lot of money.
I'm sorry. I saw that awesome drawback from the quarterback, Robin Goins, who then proceeded to just stumble forward for a 1-yard gain. Like he fell forward. There's no other description of what he did other than he just fell forward and gained a yard. Oh, looking to air it out on 2nd down. 3rd and 9, it's incomplete. Overthrown, had an opening receiver down the line, but hurried that pass, I think, a little too much. It's, of course, the first of 2 semifinals in the Corso Cup. Thank you for joining us. Coming up after this is Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm versus World of Shrapnel. And that's the nice thing. We're seeing 4 names, along with Mitch's and Ballet Bob's, 4 teams that we haven't really heard about in our first 2 seasons of South Tucson Youth Football. A lot of fresh blood, a lot of upsets. You know, a 7 seed, a 13, and 2 11s made it to the Final Four. And they are losing every ounce of their summer vacation. At this point, the teams that lose tonight maybe get a long weekend. They may get to enjoy Labor Day weekend. They're still going to have to deal with a ton of traffic tomorrow morning. They got to hope that their parents packed the night before or just go on no sleep. But they are absolutely missing summer vacation.
Or they're going to move to wherever Richard Marks lives, because there's endless summer nights.
There you go.
That's how you get around.
But that is the thing. School starts up on Tuesday, so, you know.
They could move to Brooklyn because, as we know, no sleep till Brooklyn.
True.
What other
MCA,
song?
get on the mic.
What other pieces of culture, if taken literally, limit the existence of, like, seasons or summer vacation?
Well, actually, I was just gonna say one of my favorite jokes in Pop Star Never Stop, Never Stoppin' is about how the band name 30 Seconds to Mars is literal as how long it takes to travel to Mars.
It's factual.
Yes.
And now the lead singer sends rats to... Lead singer's the Joker, wasn't he?
Jared
Leto's band?
Yeah.
Sorry to remind you.
I know.
It's okay.
Brian,
made me feel weird about liking 30 Seconds to Mars for a little bit.
How many shitty Joker cosplays have you seen of the Jared Leto Joker, Brian?
No, you're narrowing it down too much. Like, shitty Joker cosplays are just a thing you see. I'm lucky enough. I'm friends with one guy who does a really good Romero era Joker. Dude does it so fucking well. In fact, he kind of stopped doing it just to do other stuff, and people got upset that he didn't do it anymore. But
do you just call him Cesar Chavez because you don't know what Cesar Romero looks like?
No, I just call him his normal name. And just marvel at the fact that he's a really, really, really good Joker. But like, no, there are some terrible Jokers at any con you go to, and it won't just be the Jared Leto one. Because that's the thing, you can still do a character can be terrible, but you can still do a really good cosplay of it. Mm-hmm. Like, just because the character is terrible doesn't mean someone who fucking nails it can't do a really good Jared Leto Joker. Because if you're judging the person by what they're dressed up as, you're an idiot and an asshole. Like, that's happened to my girlfriend before.
You do have a very good point. Shitty characters can be redeemed by a good cosplay. For instance, I saw Xavier Woods dressed up as Bailey this morning.
Fuck you!
That's harsh. Harsh but fair.
I only said that because I'm here. It's not very fair. You know it, Will.
It's harsh, though.
It is.
I mainly did it to make sense.
Clearly. All right, children. Mostly on
Let's
the
be frank. We are completely and utterly children.
Let's be fair to Charlotte Flair.
I mean, at the wedding, the one getting married had to be the JJ because we are literally all children.
I mean, probably.
No, there is no probably. It is definitely.
Is true, yeah.
I did break it down as to who was who.
Oh yeah, we all knew.
Yeah, let's be honest here. We all went to Canyon Seaman's wedding.
Yes. Well, you know, ever since I had that autographed picture of him from his volleyball days, true fucking story. You know, oh, what a catch! Throwing it well over the entire defense. Furious cheese plate with the touchdown for Ballet Bobs.
we're trying to figure out how Canyon Seaman got his job, and then I realized that this job
He was really good at volleyball, so he became a pro.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm wondering how he.
sense.
I'm wondering how he got his WWE
What
job.
a great name, by the way. What a great shoot name. Canyon Seaman.
It's almost as good as, I believe, I can't remember what his official title is, but one of Nintendo North American's senior vice president's names is Doug Bowser.
How's it going? Again, not Canyon Seaman, though.
No. There's only one Canyon Seaman.
And Mitch's Toys and Guns, after a nice first down run, find themselves after scoring the opening touchdown. 17 unanswered points. The Ballet Bobs, they're down a 10-point deficit. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. That's going to be short of the first. Oh, they're going to give him the first down on that one. Sorry, yeah.
There's a pitcher named Grant Balfour, which it might be the funniest baseball name I've ever heard.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It's just literally a sentence out the one thing you don't want to do.
Grant Balfour. Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God. I didn't truly appreciate it until you gave it the setup.
I didn't truly appreciate it until I thought about it. Until I saw it somewhere and somebody explained it to me. I'm like, oh my God.
What a wonderful name.
Like you have your Homer Baileys, and that's a funny name because a pitcher with the name Homer. That's kind of silly.
Hey, Homer.
What's the matter?
I really can't see someone named Homer without going, oh, hey, Homer.
Well, only if they will call any woman that they meet Midge.
Midge.
Oh, hey, Midge.
Calls her Midge. What a weird, lovely thing.
They're gonna break my thumbs!
Is this an interactive stream? I maybe?
Hey, you gotta give me back
How interactive would you like it to be?
If you write funny jokes in the chat, we might say them. That's about as interactive as we get.
And we're just BSing while there's a game going on, but this is the semifinals of the Corso Cup. Oh God, Will, don't do it. Don't make him give it.
Okay, I'm not actually being serious when I say that.
This is the unlimited G-Man we're talking about with a 3 for the E. That's a big play. Chattanooga mudslide going 36 yards inside the 10.
Chattanooga!
And with the start of the fourth quarter, Mitch is trying to close that gap of 10 points.
You do have to understand, if you're like, I want this to, if you're asking us for this to be an interactive stream, you have to know that we do have our limitations of how interactive it can be.
And not to mention that, like, if I was answering that seriously, I'm not sure which way. Oh, there's a fumble. Mitch is hanging on to it. Sergio Kimbrough. What the fucking name that is? That's not one of ours. He was the backup running back, apparently.
Can we rename them Midge's Toys and Guns for this fourth quarter?
Midge's. That's Mitch's wife, Midge.
Midges. Lots and lots of midges.
Midges. Jesus.
Damn. Isn't a midge like a little annoying bug thing?
What?
Yeah, they're bugs. Midges are bugs. That's an actual thing.
Okay. And now the fun interactive segment of the show is Will correct?
We don't know.
Yeah,
I looked it up because I have Google.
Big touchdown by Mitch's or Midges with 3:50 to go. 3-point game. A big stop, and they are right back in this one.
Can you sell midges like bees? I don't even know what the purpose would be. Is that a possibility? Can we have midges?
Midges ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
But yeah, so if you are new to this is the Corso Cup. It is a part of South Tucson Youth Football. We are broadcasting to you live from the beautiful town of South Tucson, Arizona.
An actual town.
Yeah, sadly, kind of makes me feel guilty about that. And there are 60, count them, 60 youth football teams. Alabaster Codpiece going nowhere, 3rd and 2. This could be a big stop for Mitch's if they can force a 4th down and a punt. And this is in the offseason. They had a giant knockout tournament. This is the semifinals right now. We got another game coming up right after this one. And starting in, I think it's going to be the last weekend of September will be when South Tucson Youth Football will begin its fall season, a 10-game season plus playoffs. The defending champions, the Creamy Surprise. 60 teams in one town. Holy fuck, do the people in this town eat, sleep, and breed football? Excellent choice of verbs because, yes, they do. These people fuck like nobody's business just to create football players.
Every single family has at least one boy, and every single boy in the town plays football.
Yes. Also, it helps that baseball was banned a couple of years ago at this point. After during a previous mayor's run and Mayor Tisdale's during his time in office. And these kids are about 12, 13, so they're just about to enter high school. Let's say Pee Wee. So we're talking like 11, 12, 13. There's Crowder with a 5-yard gain and forcing a timeout from Mitch's. Ballet Bob's happy to just drain this clock. They can get a 1st down and continue to work this clock and maybe just make Mitch's comeback effort a little short. There's a big catch and a 1st down. Down to the 15. Furious Cheese played a big play again. 10-yard catch, 1st and 10. 2nd timeout for Mitch is called. And a touchdown for Codpiece. Alabaster Codpiece makes it a 10-point game again. Here comes the extra point to make it 10.
Well, let's be fair. I mean, the extra point isn't a gimme.
It is not a gimme, especially in South Tucson.
Mm-hmm.
It is this time. It's a 10-point game, 24-14. Mitch is, unfortunately, still a little might be coming up a little short here. It's 1:48 to go. A lot can happen in that time. Duran fine with a 17-yard return to get things started. But starting at the end of September, we will have the fall season, this 2017-2018 season of South Tucson Youth Football to crown our 3rd ever league champion. This, of course, will crown our 1st ever Corso Cup winner. The winner of this game will go to Monday and face the winner of our next game between Burns and Crackle, Mesothelioma Law Firm, and World of Shrapnel. Our defending league champion, the Creamy Surprise, out of the Gluttony League Conference. They look to defend that title. Of course, we have our 1st ever champions, You Need a Clown, looking to make some waves. And what about Welders of the Universe? They had a down season, but they had a good run in this tournament. Maybe that's a sign of things to come.
I mean, let's be frank. If they can weld as good as they play football, they are some shitty welders.
They are. Oh my god. I love when
Nowhere.
God. I love when Drill just randomly tweets stuff while I'm on stream. These kids do not have an off season. You're absolutely right. They are not enjoying summer vacation. The ones who got knocked out early, those losers get to go on summer vacation and have a childhood. I'm using air quotes. But no, these kids are showing how much they love football, and they are missing summer vacation. The losers today maybe get a weekend because school starts on Tuesday. And the winners get to go right to Monday, play in a hard-fought game, and then go to school the next day, and then go right to 2-a-days. where they have to prepare for the upcoming season at the end of September.
I mean, like, there's not a lot of, like, vacation options.
No.
Here around South Tucson. Like, some of the places, it's not really summer vacations conducive for childhood, to be honest. Like, it's mostly, like, Indian casinos, nuclear testing facilities, the country of Mexico.
Okay.
Those are the ones I've heard so far.
Not many options.
I don't think it's really gonna get better. I think one kid might go to the Grand Canyon, but like even then, it costs like $25 to get in. So like, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I mean, he'll have to panhandle for at least a week to afford it.
And that's after his dad already went to the casino and lost all their money. That's the other thing. Just
I mean, yeah, this is an entire town full of filthy degenerates. We can't lie about that.
That actually exists.
Anyway, I feel like I need to, as we get closer to the end of this game, looks like Ballet Bobs are going to lock this one up. 46 seconds ago, Mitch is still trying to get a score. Oh, just hammered. Robin Goins got the football away for an incomplete pass, but just got leveled. And I need to read this drill. Tweet. The troll wedges the curb between my ass as I lay on my side. No, I shout. I'm a content producer. He stomps my ass cheek, finishing me. I love drill. Drill is the best Twitter.
All hail drill. Drill is God.
Yes.
All hail drill. Drill is... Pigeons seem to like the sound of my voice.
Oh my God.
Yes, my son?
What? Jesus. No, shut up. Resita's going to be over 100 degrees for Bola this week.
Sounds like somebody needs to stay out of Resita.
Everybody needs to stay out of Resita. That's terrible. Nobody should go to a wrestling show in that building when it's that hot out.
No, you couldn't. Nah, we're good. We're good here.
I'm trying to remember how hot it was when I went to a PWG show. It was
look at you dropping those names. I don't know.
being letters.
What do you think? Look at you dropping those letters that form words and possibly could be names of things.
It was. I think I told you guys as soon as it was done. I was like, I'm glad I went to one. I don't want to go to one ever again.
Yeah, I get that.
It's a fun experience to do once, but
the Legion Hall is a literal volcano lair. Yeah.
I've been to equally fun wrestling shows that may have not had the level of talent or in-ring performance, but were just as fun and
a lot safer for you.
A lot safer
for your health.
There was air conditioning that wasn't being eaten up by body mass left and right.
Let the bodies eat the heat.
It didn't cost me $55. It didn't cost me $55
to stand. To stand.
And I'm lucky I got to stand because tickets sold out after 10 minutes.
Oh, that's because Tom Blarg bought all the front row.
I had to cut a deal.
He's the big dog.
He is the big dog. Oh my God! All right, well that is our first of two semifinals. Ballet Bob's Dance Studio going to the finals on Monday. They will take on the winner of our next game. We're gonna bring him up right here. Yeah, we can still keep talking about PWG while I set this up.
Mm-hmm.
Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm and World of Shrapnel.
See, you paid $55 to stand at PWG in a sweltering environment. I paid $25 to sit 15 feet away from the ring and Game Changer and hail all the spooky gas from the broken light tubes.
Okay, I don't want to go to a Game Changer show, but for very different reasons.
I just love deathmatch wrestling.
different health risk.
I feel like I take my chance with the heat than with the spooky gas.
Yeah, no. Next time I plan on bringing a painter's mask.
That actually would look badass if like the front row was decked out in like gas masks and shit.
Oh, there were plenty of people in like the simple like paper dust masks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to add the most protection, but it'll add something.
A little bit of something, maybe.
A little bit of something, like because I don't want to fucking go there with a full fucking respirator. That's a little bit odd. But you know.
Man,
Oh bless.
I wish the Bull would run a Friday show before Cage of Death, so I have a reason to go to Cage of Death.
Oh god. I don't know when.
I want to go to at least one Cage of Death because it just to say I've been to one.
COD is in December, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't be happening because it's probably
It
not.
will not.
No. In the sense that like I don't know. Well, I know this year basically the December show is potentially on a Thursday between Christmas and New Year's. Which is good because that gives me some time between going down to Battlecade. All right, World of Shrapnel. Burns
Ah!
and
God
Crackle.
damn it!
What?
Sorry,
What?
I'm just reading the results from trios.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at them in a second, so that's
Mhm.
fine. Let me go through the Star Watch for these two teams. Star Watch brought to you by Star Watch, as Randy and Jason, the Star Brothers, watch old episodes of Star Search. You can watch them watch Star Search. It's Star Watch. What the stars watch.
Those
on
damn
local access
stars.
channel. Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma law firm from left to right. That is Masterpiece Theater. Their star running back, quarterback Teddy Graham, and not pictured. Missed picture day is defensive lineman Hoss Manatee. Just so large too large for the picture. On the other side of that football, in the middle of that, is World of Shrapnel's defensive back Marmite Alexander. Not pictured, linebacker Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo.
Alright, Joey Jojo!
And that is on the left, their star defensive tackle, their captain, Bobby Gunt. So I say we head down to the Muni. Let me know who you guys like in this one. In the meantime, you are looking live at Municipal Field number 119 for the second semifinal of the Corso Cup. Ballet Bob's School of Dance, Ballet Bob's Dance Studio await the winners of this game. Burns and Crackle, Mesothelioma Law Firm, the home team, the 7 seed out of their regional, receiving the football, going right to left in your radio dial here on KYST.
Okay, so which team had a punter as one of their highlighted players?
Both.
Fuck! I can't choose then!
Yeah.
This is too difficult.
Yeah. For whatever reason, it won't pick, like, there's certain positions they just won't show in the star players. Like, wide receivers don't get shown, defensive linemen don't get shown, even if they have, by and large, the best stats. Anyway, Burns and Crackle, the home team, getting that enjoyable home field advantage in this one. And they are moving right to left in the black jerseys and helmets, white pants. World of Shrapnel in their away jerseys. That's gray, gray pants, white jerseys, and also black helmets. It is. It suddenly started raining on this part of South Tucson, so you know, it's a wet night in Bayamon. Burns and Crackle already down to the goal line. That is Teddy Graham with the fake handoff, rushing it down to the 2, maybe the 1. Yeah, you're gonna spot him at the 2. And immediately, Masterpiece Theater runs it in for the touchdown within a minute. Burns and Crackle take the lead.
Have you or one of your friends suffered from mesothelioma? We have no idea what to do, but we heard the buzzwords and thought it was a good idea to start a law firm about mesothelioma. So if you know what we should do if you have mesothelioma, please contact Burns and Crackle.
Help us out. We'd like to know what mesothelioma is. It sounded like a good idea, and then we have no friggin' clue.
Also, do you or one of your friends know what a lawyer is? Please contact Burns and Crackle.
Also, if anyone has a pencil, we had one and we left it at the commercial shoot. We could use a pencil. That is all. This is getting Brian Butterfield like, that's all.
That's all.
I left my pencil at the commercial shoot, and I cannot take dictation without a pencil. Number 2 or 3 preferred. Well, Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm just turned into a fucking Brian Butterfield bit. Okay, why not? Ooh, I can earn a relaxing staycation. I can have a relaxing staycation this Labor Day weekend. Oh.
What are you guys doing for your Labor Day?
Fuck all.
I am not doing much.
For a change. I'm streaming a lot. We're cleaning up our apartment, and I'm streaming quite a bit. I believe we're going to do Diddler Cup on Sunday at a time to be determined, sometime during the day. And then Monday, of course, mid to late afternoon, we will have the Corso Cup Finals. Ballet Bob's Dance Studio taking on the winner of this game. Sunday will be Diddler Cup action, though. I think our next race is the... I'm going to look it up because I don't fucking remember. I want to say it's the Parts Unknown 300. It is the Parts Unknown 300 at Parts Unknown Raceway in Parts Unknown. There are a lot of municipal fields in South Tucson, so you might be right on that one. Oh, look at this. Khalif Tatum, 52-yard catch. And they are running roughshod in the first 2 minutes over World of Shrapnel.
I will be in sunny Florida visiting my parents and having a grand old time.
Nice. Will, how about you? You got anything going on?
Nah, not really.
Same. I have been non-stop all August, so like this is fine by me. Like first week.
Yeah, you seem like you need a break.
First week, this has been my schedule, and this is also why streaming has not been happening as regularly. First weekend of August, I was in Vegas. My girlfriend and I went to Vegas for a belated 30th birthday gift for her. Second weekend, we were in Long Island for our good buddy Ben's wedding. We had a wrestle old time. Good old wrestle time. We learned what?
We learned Doug Dillinger is the master of the 450 splash.
He is.
Or sorry, Shooting Star Press.
Shooting Star Press. Doug Dillinger, master of the Shooting Star Press. Yeah, and while I was there, I got to go to an awesome wrestling show, and not the one in New York where everyone sweated and died. And
the epic main event of that show is now available online.
Oh, wait, are you referring to Carney's versus Mustache Mountain? Because that was not the main event. It should have been.
Oh, Carney's versus Mustache Mountain, the match that should have been the main event, is available.
No, I get that Darius Carter versus Pete Dunne was the main event, but like it was just not good because, well, for reasons, but whatever. That's a whole other story. And then the week after that, I had Nova and SummerSlam, and my girlfriend was in Boston, so she was literally somewhere every weekend. And then last weekend we were at the beach. So summer is fucking over. And that sucks.
Still first down.
And I don't feel like doing a goddamn thing for all of September. I'm going like up to see my parents one weekend. That's about it. For this and next weekend, I got jack shit to do, and I love it. We're doing like the community yard sard tomorrow.
Ah yes, the yard bard.
The yard sard, the Yale sale, the Yarb sale. Fumble picked up by Rick Greco, who loses 8 yards on that one. Saves the possession, but World of Shrapnel just getting hammered in this first quarter. And then I got nothing to do the rest of the day. Sunday, fuck all. Monday, brunch with a friend in town, and then fuck all again. Nothing to do, and I love it. Yeah, that's right, Cat. Got nothing to do. What are you laughing at?
It will be in the appropriate sub chat soon enough.
Oh god, okay. I mean, you can't share that with the Twitch chat?
Oh, I can. I just wanted to make sure I got it to the appropriate sub chat first, and then I will share it with the Twitch chat because.
Okay, I'm confused, but okay. Ollie, will you stop nibbling on my wrist? That's weird.
Ollie can never not nibble on your wrist.
I mean, he's doing it now. It's very strange. He doesn't normally do this. He's like rubbing up against my arm and just like, he'll like nibble at my wrist and just leave his mouth there, and I'm like, okay. Fucking weird. He has been so jealous of my Daryl. Wait, where did it get? Oh, is it into a? Oh, did you send it to like? Where did you send it? Oh, okay.
It's in the Twitch chat now.
Oh my god, that's fantastic. That's so good. Oh, that's so good.
Do 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 do. Well, you know, other one like. I will be back in a few months, shouldn't I?
Okay. I will say one of the things.
I have an idea for a Simpsons shit post, but I don't think I have the capacity to make it right now.
That's fair.
I was wondering, like, I was waiting for. Well, do you want to hear it, or? But I kind of interrupted whatever you were saying.
No, that's fine. I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of in a daze. No, Mike. The best thing that happened when summer ended was I came back to a package and my Daryl is here. And it's the fucking best. It is so soft and so cuddly. And my cats do not like it. I don't think my cats like Daryl.
No gain on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 1.
Like, I'm trying to get Ollie to sniff it, and he's just kind of looking at it like kind of annoyed.
Man left. Pull down. Check 93 for Mike.
I want to do like the dental plan. Lisa needs braces thing.
Okay.
Like replacing the voices with "My car broke down. It was just vapor lock. My car broke down. It was just vapor lock."
What is that from?
The episode with Joe Namath.
I don't remember that.
Where Bart's trying to learn how to become a quarterback, and Joe Namath's car breaks down by their house.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
He tries to remember the advice.
And that's what he remembers?
It's just Joe Namath's girlfriend saying, "My car broke down. It was just vapor lock."
What the hell?
And then Joe Namath shows up at the end of the episode to talk about the third most common instances of car stalling, vapor lock.
What the hell?
That episode was on tonight.
That's a weird ass episode.
That's a decent season 9 episode.
Is that like is there a low bar on that though?
No, not really. I think it's a good episode.
Okay.
Even, like, season 9's not like the greatest season ever, and if you, depending on who you talk to, it's either the beginning of the decline, or right before the decline.
Okay.
But
Call it a gain of 4 yards. That'll make it 30.
There's a lot of fun stuff in the episode, like Hank Hill showing up to watch the Arlen team.
Oh, that's right.
We drove 2,000 hours for this.
Did you say 2,000 hours?
2,000 miles, excuse me.
Jesus.
It's going a mile per hour.
Yes.
Slower than walking.
6-yard punt.
I forgot they, I forgot that they, what's I gonna say?
3 down. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. There we go, G. That's the way to
What was I gonna say? I don't fucking know.
That makes it 2nd
Oh well.
and 2.
That's not. It couldn't have been important. I forgot that he had like speaking lines, and I thought they just showed them in the crowd.
Yeah, it also features the Homer being depressed and asking for that beer with Skittles in it. You know,
Skittle
Skittles.
Brown.
First down.
My cat forgets that he sits on a friggin' swivel chair. So like when he's standing and trying to maneuver, he swivels himself and he freaks himself out.
Skittle Brown is probably the entry level like Simpsons food item.
Skittle Brown is probably fine if you do like a light beer with it.
1st and 10.
Like an actual.
Has anyone actually tried to? Like I know that one dude makes everything. Did he say that was good or did it not matter?
I think it's a woman.
Oh, okay.
I think.
The person, because I didn't know the gender, so just used the.
I want to say something about it hit me off that it was a woman that does it.
Oh, whatever. Has that person made Skittle Brown?
No, they have. They've definitely made Skittle Brown.
Big play by Neil Wall, rushing it into the, picking up the fumble after the big play, and another first down.
This play is under review.
What are we reviewing? Okay, so there's the fumble. Did the ground cause it? It may not matter. It's still Burns and Crackle's ball. Oh, I mean, it doesn't come out until his knee touches, so that's definitely
After reviewing
fine.
the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
I remember getting those glasses from IKEA. I don't know what it says. I can recognize the glass based on. I can recognize the glass used on this website from buying it 5 years ago.
Wait, Skittlebrow sounds like what me and my friends would be broken by Zimas and add Jolly Ranchers for flavor. Was that any good? Because like I feel like Zima's terrible.
I feel like Zima already has flavor.
Not any good one. Touchdown, Burns and Crackle. Teddy Graham pushes it in for 3 yards and the touchdown. 16-0. The route is on already.
I mean, couldn't you just buy cheap vodka and get the same result? Only, like, mix it with something?
What's that?
Couldn't you, like, I have no idea how cheap Zima is. I don't even think Zima exists anymore.
Zima was terrible. Adding Jolly Ranchers made it slightly more bearable. Fair. Like I know, talking like infusing like liquors by just putting like fruit and other shit in it and like letting it sit. I know people do that.
That sounds a lot better than just like
throwing candy in a Zima.
Well, dude, well, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that are bad that sound better than that.
Oh, incomplete pass. Was off to the races if he made that play. Infused vodka is great, yeah.
Rum and the first ones eat like a duck made rum and zinc from that episode with Ron Howard, Kim Basinger, and Alex Baldwin.
You say rum and zinc?
Yes.
I don't even know what that means.
Automatic first down.
Adding Kool-Aid packets to Mad Dog 2020. I could not tell you what MD 2020 tastes like, and I kind of feel like I should have at some point in my life known that. I feel like it's also too late. Oh, big stop. Toby at Spinoza. Short of the first down. Margaret. Did you know that you can make vodka out of potatoes? I did. Isn't that like, yeah, that's very much a thing, isn't it? Just gotta wait a while.
This person is very, very brave because they tried vodka and mayonnaise.
They what?
There's apparently something in a later season episode where there's somebody put there's a lean cuisine, which is a beer and a lean cuisine in a blender, which just sounds absolutely miserable, and it got 0 out of 10.
A lean cuisine.
Oh god. They also tried a vodka and mayo, which also got a 0 out of 10.
Vodka and mayo. Okay, I forget because I know that the name of this site has like some clever reference that I forget. What
Eats like a duck.
Eats like a duck.
I've been on Eats Like a Duck in a long time.
I know you use those all the time, and it's mainly designed for recreating the recipes or the food items that were made up in The Simpsons, right?
Yes.
So pretty much, if it's a weird thing in a show, in an episode, it's been covered.
The one other show that they'll do stuff for is Futurama.
Oh, they'll do that? Okay. Because I know there's another person who creates the specials of Bob's Burgers, and they made a book out of it.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot better.
Well, the guy's also trying to create something good, because it's mostly off the special board, where it's just a pun. So it's like, okay, maybe 1 or 2 ingredients out of it.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot more fun to do, and a lot less like frightening.
Yeah.
There's some things in Eats Like a Duck that like
Big touchdown catch, Boydberg. Why not Boydberg? For World of Shrapnel, big play, back of the end zone.
There's also food items that that I'm not making that. Recipe for a free country, engine block eggs, California cheeseburger.
Wait, what were the list? Like, I'm not making that?
Yeah, recipe for a free country.
What's that one?
That was from the episode of
Oh, the speech.
It's a speech. It's not like a physical thing you can make.
Yeah, kind of like the California cheeseburger.
You can't eat liberty or justice. Engine block eggs. I think that goes without saying.
Fair.
Which is dangerous. Do you remember what the California cheeseburger was?
Oh yeah, the hippies eating a baby on a baguette.
He's eating a baby on a baguette. the 10-foot hoagie, which was the kept saving the hoagie as it got more progressively moldy and inedible.
Okay, that's right.
I don't know how vodka and mayonnaise make the list.
Interception. Oh, he's taking it to the house. Oh, we got a game here, folks. World of Shrapnel, Chip Cook. Maybe Chip Cookie. We're missing an eye, but it could be Chip Cookie. And as we draw near the end of the first half, excuse me, World of Shrapnel are suddenly only 3 points away from tying this game up, when it has been all Burns and Crackle otherwise. Alright, what else is on the I'm not making that list? Again, surprise vodka and mayo is not.
I think whoever does this just like either hates themselves or
I assume the Flaming Mo is on the I'm not making this.
I think they might have made the Flaming Mo.
Really?
Let's see. There's older posts. I wouldn't be surprised if it's on here. But shark butt with butt sauce. Soccer game paella. I assume for the fear of burning somebody, winging it up, 10 rows.
Now hold on. Now you're asking that you're insisting that he has to throw it at somebody. Like it's the delivery, not just the food.
I'm guessing. I'm just looking at
paella is just paella. I mean, like
Yeah.
it's not. There's nothing special about it.
That's the one reason I think they're not making it.
Paella is fucking delicious. I love paella. But like, yeah, there's nothing special or gimmicky or funny about it. It's like you just be making paella, which you should just do anyway. But again, it's kind of expensive. Oh, the cement mixer. Yeah,
Mountain
it's gross.
Dew or crab juice. I'm just guessing that's just a funny quip.
What was?
they're not. This person's not going to drink Mountain Dew or crab juice.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's just funny. Antifreeze wine. A lot of it's just like stuff that's like will make somebody physically ill.
Yeah, doesn't want to kill himself with antifreeze wine.
This person is the one that killed him. Sorry, just
like that seems like that makes me think it's really unbelievable they put antifreeze in the fucking wine. Almost picked off by.
Little Lisa's Pet and Animal Story is another one that you'll recognize.
Yep.
When in the episode where Mr. Burns is running, the first episode where Mr. Burns is running for public office, where Lisa serves mutated fish for dinner, Blinky.
Yep.
I'm not eating that. So really, just like a lot of just mostly stuff related to radiation or chemicals.
Oh yeah, he's done the moon waffle. He had to have, right? The butter stick wrapped with a waffle.
Yeah, the moon waffle's on here. It's one of the top ones that like is on the front page.
In that it was good.
In that it's like it's just the one that like it's the recommended read.
Okay. Did he make the pie with Tom Collins mixing cloves?
Yes, he did.
How terrible was it?
That
Missed
was
a
definitely
field
one of
goal
the bad ones.
Sorry?
That was definitely one of the bad ones. I remember that one.
Of course, it's a pie with Tom Collins mix and cloves.
They actually went to the trouble of making the gummy Venus de Milo, which I thought was
okay.
It just seems like gummy things are something I think about, like people putting in the time to make. So I just assume it. Like, I always find it like novel. I'm like, oh, they made gummies.
Ooh la la. Oh, fancy.
We make our own gummy around here.
I mean, honestly, it tastes exactly the same.
Yeah, it probably does, and it's gummies are so cheap that people don't think about making them.
Why would you?
Yeah. Flanders family non-fat ice milk.
God. Did he make that?
I forgot about the welcome homer cake.
Wait,
which just looks like a really like stale raisin cake.
Oh god. Awesome. Does he make Guatemalan insanity peppers? Probably not.
Eat the pudding, eat the pudding, eat the pudding, eat the pudding.
Or maybe he made the Flanders 5 alarm, but actually 3.5 alarm chili.
Might be in dinner.
Daddy, are you going to jail? I hope not. We'll see. Soon.
Yeah, Ned's 5 alarm chili was made pretty recently.
Okay. But it's only got to be 3.5 alarm.
Let's see. Au gratin potatoes, that's a quality side.
Wait, what?
Au gratin potatoes from the dinner theater place. That's a quality side. Where
is that the line?
Mark Hamill is the star. Pepper steak is the entree.
Au gratin potatoes, that's a quality side.
What the hell?
And the poison must have been in the steak.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that. Anyway, we got a football game on our hands here. What started as a potential blowout. 2 big plays from World of Shrapnel. 1 huge passing play and a pick 6 have made it a 3-point game, and World of Shrapnel trying to move forward. Look at 3 on that one. 2nd and 7 on the 37-yard line. And that's going to be enough for a first down. Keon Morse, 9-yard catch.
That makes it 1st and 10.
How kind of surprised Eats Like a Duck doesn't get more play. Because I think it's something that like it's very unique, and amongst like Simpson things like that are really popular generally. I can't even remember who brought it to my attention. It might have been like Kyle or something. It was a long time ago. Eats Like a Duck.
Oh, you probably.
Number 7, deep to return.
It also seems like the girl that does it took a pretty long break from making stuff.
Shit, I missed a touchdown. I had to run out to the other room, but World of Shrapnel now suddenly in the lead. I think that's 21 unanswered points. Been a swinging of a game.
Number 36 sacks the quarterback. That is a loss of 4 yards. That brings up second and 13.
Of course, with Futurama, there's such popular ones as Leela's Bean Pizza, Grandma Mildred's Sugar Cookies, the egg salad sandwich from the rest stop. That gives Fry super intelligence.
I don't know much about Futurama, so that's kind of I don't know anything about.
Are you familiar with the manwich gag?
No.
Okay. I'll move on then.
Okay. Well, 3:15 to go in the third quarter, and Burns and Crackle find themselves behind. So Joe Mo knows what you're talking about. My manwich.
My manwich! Hermes always loses his manwich.
Ah. Is that like a euphemism for something?
No. He's physically about to eat a manwich, and he gets taken away from him. And he goes, my manwich!
I have never had a manwich. Is it basically a sloppy Joe?
Yes.
Okay. I have not consumed a lot of sloppy Joes in my life. I will not go on record in saying I never have, because I know that's not to be true. But I don't believe I have consumed a lot of sloppy Joes. That might be a good question. What is something that you just realize you have not gone your entire life not really eating either at all? Not by like, but not because you just don't like it, but like just, oh wow, I maybe ate this like once, twice, maybe 3 times a lady in my life. Anyone got one of those things? Sloppy Joe. I don't think I've really ever eaten a Sloppy Joe all that often. I think I can count on one hand how many times I've eaten a Sloppy Joe. Potato salad. I went throughout my childhood not eating potato salad. I actually like it now.
I like potato salad too, and I did not eat it when I was a child because it was very mayonnaise-y.
Adverse?
Just did not appeal to me.
Fair.
Much like vodka and mayonnaise does not appeal to me.
Vodka and mayo. Doritos. That's an interesting one. Doritos. Just never really found yourself eating Doritos. Deviled eggs is a good one. Yeah, I mean, that's getting a little esoteric, but I'm with you on that one. I never really ate that much meatloaf. It was just never a thing my mom made.
Manwich is a brand name. I eat adhesive strips.
Fuck. You can eat all the Band-Aids you fucking want. I use Man-Daids.
Down here, my friend.
You can use Band-Aids. I'll use Man-Daids. Bananas. That's a good one. Is it just because you didn't like them, or you're like, oh, I don't mind it. I just never really ate a bunch. Oh, big hit. Teddy Graham gets 7 yards in the first down. Takes a lick in the process. Minute 15 left to go in the third quarter. That is Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo with the tackle. 7 for him. It's a good stat line so far. It'd be a better stat line if they could take that lead into the finals on Monday. Papayas. Oh, that's a good choice. Khalif Tatum with the catch from Teddy Graham. It's 2nd and 8. Burns and Crackle down by 4. And up by 2. Teddy Graham runs it in. Touchdown, Burns and Crackle. There's a lot of football left to play. 43 seconds left in the third quarter, and this is a high-scoring affair already, 24-21. Back and forth action. A spot in the finals on the line for one of these two teams. The other, maybe a weekend of summer vacation. Their family is furious. Plans have been canceled. Hotels lost deposits on. Rentals never used. Some families just left the kids. Okay, now I'm not talking about things you just don't like. Foods you just don't like are one thing. I'm talking about something that you like it's fine, but just found yourself like I've never really eaten, maybe eaten this maybe 5 times in my life. Like, I don't think sloppy joes are bad. Just never really had one that often. Meatloaf, just never really had it a lot. It's fine. It's not like I don't like it. It's not that I'm not having it because I don't like it. Anyone else have those things?
Number 26 on the tackle. Call it a gain of 11 yards.
What?
A food that you just like. It's not that you don't like it, but you just realize, oh wow, I never really have eaten that much in my life. Like how I discovered, like I think maybe I can count on one hand how many times I've had a sloppy joe, and not because I didn't like it, or else the answer would be one time, and that was enough to learn I didn't like it.
At the 42-yard line. That makes it 1st and 10.
And it's not because you didn't. Yeah, it's not because it's the food you didn't like.
I realized how little I had beets until I started to like
Beets?
Yeah, beets.
Okay.
Like I didn't have beets for a long time, and then I got some beets, some pickled beets, like for salad, and I thought they were really good.
I'm not a big fan of beets, but okay. I like Sajomo. Never ate Twinkies that much either, but that barely qualifies as food.
Hey, Twinkies are gonna survive the apocalypse, man.
Them and the cockroaches.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Burns and Crackle taking the lead back. They're up 3 over World of Shrapnel as we enter a pivotal 4th quarter. Ballet Bob's Dance Studio await the winner of this game on Monday.
I thought you were going to say immediately following this
Jesus
game.
Christ, no. Not for the sake of these kids, for the sake of my stream. I need to fucking... Soft pretzels, had that maybe a handful of times. Man, you missing out.
You know what? Soft pretzels might be one too. Because it wasn't like something that it was a sporting event food. You know, whereas I think like soft pretzels at other places might be like a boardwalk food or like a street food for some people.
Or you just buy the fucking frozen box and you just make it yourself in the microwave with cheese dippings.
Yeah, it's always a possibility. It's just soft pretzels. I always liked them. Whenever I saw one, I would consider getting one. But it was I never like. You can't unless you make them yourself. The only place you would ever see them around here was
not readily available. What a throw! And what a catch for Tanner Hines! Coming back off that elbow bursitis that had him out for early in the third quarter.
It wasn't even at our mall. Like I know what you're saying. Like at the mall, you'd see foods that you don't normally like see. Like at our local mall, it was the Great Steak and Potato Company.
That's pretty. I mean, they're making cheesesteaks. That's pretty presumptuous to say it's steak.
Yeah, I know, but that was like that. Other than like Vary's, which I didn't realize existed in Columbia, like Vary's Philly food, which is out like nobody knows where this is, but it's out like near Two Notch in Columbia, and it's got really good cheesesteaks, and it's they get some like Philly stuff or Pennsylvania stuff, and like I've seen them sell like Pennsylvania birch beer by the bottle, which is something that you don't normally see around here. So you can. It shows that you're serious.
I got you. Well, World of Shrapnel regained this lead. 4:16 to go. Teddy, that's not Teddy Graham. That's Masterpiece Theater with a 12-yard rush, getting the first down. Okay, here I'm gonna pivot this a little bit. How about what's a food that you hated as a kid or would not eat as a kid that now you're just like that? I'm insane. This is great.
Potato salad.
Sausage. I didn't really touch sausage as a kid.
Sausage. I think I grew into sausage as I got older.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like I woke up one day as an adult was like, oh my god, I never realized how amazing
Oh
sausage
my god,
was.
sausage is awesome. Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
There gonna be some obvious ones. Whitefish. I think whitefish is a good one. I hated peas and green beans. Yeah, I think a lot of vegetables are probably the thing. There was an interesting, meatloaf. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Pork chops. I think because a lot of the time my mom did shake and bake, and I did not help.
I never knew how great banana bread was until I was allowed to make it.
Oh man.
Because, like, I'm not going to eat anybody else's banana bread. Because people like to put shit in the banana bread that makes me, like, that has nut. They'll put nuts.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful around baked goods. So when I was allowed to make banana bread, there's a lot of banana bread with people that don't call for nuts. But I was always wary of it. Until I made it on my own, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. That wasn't out of, like, not liking it as a kid. It was out of not being able to eat it as a kid.
I didn't help at all. I didn't help with the shake or bake. It was shake and bake, and I didn't help. Onions. A lot of people say onions. I think that's just kind of a thing. Like, as a kid, you don't like onions until you realize that onions are kind of in everything. Like, I didn't eat raw onions for a long time, even as an adult. And then I was like, okay, in the right circumstance, it's fine. Like, on a burger, it's actually pretty good.
Onions.
What's that?
I'm starting to turn the corner on raw onions.
They have their place. Is my feeling.
Specifically on burgers.
Yeah, that's the place.
I was very much, and I still am, like a non-onions person. Like, it's definitely no mayo, no onions. But if there's onions on a burger and it doesn't have mayo on it, I'm not gonna be picky about it. I'm gonna eat that burger.
Right. Biscuits and gravy. Holy shit! Touchdown Burns and Crackle. Tristan Spurlock putting them back in the lead. It's been back and forth.
Speaking of burgers, didn't he direct the movie about it?
Yes, his dad did. I just never had biscuits and gravy until I was an adult. Because, again, I grew up in the North. And then I realized it was really good.
Remember Biggie Size?
No? Oh, Biggie Size, yes.
I don't even know if that exists anymore, but...
It doesn't. Like how Super Size doesn't.
Yeah, Biggie Size apparently went away in the mid...
A1, huh? Okay.
A1 is probably something that I grew out of. Like, just not that I don't like A1.
I don't think I've ever had A1. I don't think I can tell you what it tastes like.
But like, because when I was a kid, I didn't like steak unless it had A1 on. Then as I got older, I was like, yeah, I like steak without A1. Why am I putting A1 on this?
Biscuits and gravy did make me a man. You're absolutely right. That's a huge tackle by Hoss Manatee, who also is going to be having some biscuits and gravy tomorrow to make him a Hoss Manatee. Conrad Childs, 7-yard catch, 3rd and 4. World of Shrapnel behind it. Under 2 minutes to go. All 3 timeouts. Down a field goal. This has been a back and forth battle. For a chance to face Ballet Bobs. That's incomplete. It's 4th and 4. A chance to face Ballet Bob's dance studio.
Oh god, you know, food I did grow out of was cheese.
What's that?
I don't know why, but I actually liked cottage cheese when I was a kid, and I just no. No, I do not want any part of fucking cottage cheese. It's just, I think I was just stupid. And I didn't realize that cottage cheese basically looks like semen.
Ew, what kind of... Wait a second. No, stop it. No, that doesn't make sense. Unless you have a horrible, horrible illness.
Okay, let me put it this way.
If cottage cheese looks like semen, then you are severely dehydrated.
It's just...
There's like lumps and shit in there. No, that's not how it works. World of Shrapnel 2nd and 11, Aaron and out. Caught and out of bounds for Keon Morse. First down. 1:04 to go.
That might be an embellishment. I'll admit that. It just, but still, it does not look like something somebody should eat.
No, cottage cheese looks terrible.
It's like, I'm sure it's still fine, but it's just, I was able to get over how bad it looked when I was a kid because I was stupid. And now that I'm not that stupid anymore. No.
Gets 4 yards on it. Timeout
Is
called.
cottage
Roll to
cheese a
Shrapnel.
baby
2 to go. What's that?
Is cottage cheese a baby food?
I don't know. That's going to be a first down, and they get out of bounds. Maybe they didn't. Kenneth Wilcox. First and 10, 53 seconds to go. 1 timeout to go. World of Shrapnel. A field goal ties it. A touchdown takes the lead. Conrad Childs can get 2 yards on that one, and they're going to let the clock run. This would have been time for one of those timeouts when they called them instead of going out of bounds. And they're going to spike it. 3rd and 8, 39 seconds to go. Ball is on the 19-yard line.
I think this is as good as time as any to make my pick for the game.
Yes.
I like World of Shrapnel in this one.
Do you now? Well, it is 4th and 7. They are going to go for it. Wow, look at this. Look at this ballsy move. Throwing it. Incomplete turnover. And that might be the game. Burns and Crackle may have just won this after stopping the momentum of World of Shrapnel. They take it over on the 18-yard line. I wonder if, 18-yard line, you had, 35 yards. That's a tough field goal to make to force potentially overtime. And it looks like Burns and Crackle are going to escape with the win. The final score, 31-28. Burns and Crackle, Mesothelioma Law Firm, are your winners. They will battle Ballet Bob's Dance Studio in the finals on Monday. That's going to be it for us. Thanks to Will, thanks to Kyle for joining us. I'm Brian. This has been South Tucson Youth Football, the Corso Cup. We'll see you on Monday with the finals. Burns and Crackle, Ballet Bobs. Only one can take the Corso Cup home. The qualifying quad show is next. Diddler Cup race, the Parts Unknown 300 on Sunday. Be sure to not miss that. Check out the Twitter to find out what time. Probably sometime in the afternoon. And that is it from us. Thanks to Will. Anything else you want to add, Will?
No.
Excellent. All right, that's Will. I'm Brian. Good night from South Tucson.